Okay, perfect. Let's start.
All right, let me share the screen.
Okay, good.
So yesterday after the meeting, I closed. I didn't work on anything.
Okay. You can close that.
Please let me push it to the other screen.
Okay.
I was to have a meeting with Karin, but Karin fixed the issue, so we didn't have a meeting. I started working on simulating the ARF file from the local machine. So I first followed this format here, but I realized that the format was also wrong. So I just downloaded an email from this Roundcube and also from Proton. Let me just show that. So I just downloaded the correct file here. Then I did the test and it was able to now get it to the database, save it. Then I started working on the Yahoo part because simulating from sending from one user to another was just the same as simulating the same file, because I saw the approach that ChatGPT gave was just the same, like just creating a file manually like this one here. Then running the script to save the information in the file into the database. So I skipped that part and headed to Yahoo. So I've just registered the domain in Yahoo because I need to register the DKIM domain and also the contact email. So according to them, the contact email is where they are going to send the reports. So what you register as your contact email is where they are going to send the reports. So in case someone marks your email as a spam, then they'll send that complaint to your contact email. So I haven't tested that yet in the code because I just did the registration recently, and I also at least left the server for Karin also to do her tests. So maybe after the meeting, if the server is free, I'll run the test and see if Yahoo will actually send the information, because I need to send an email from the server to Yahoo Mail. And then from there, the Yahoo Mail will send the report to the contact email that I have registered.
Yes, but yesterday we said that you will make you will simulate on local on TrueKine. The first one that ChatGPT show you, and the kind that you send email from user 1 to user 2 from the technology shop that work on domain.
Yes, that one I did in the server, not like from my local machine. I did that from the server, from the terminal, but now I can't do it because now my settings are not here. But it worked. Maybe.
Yes, but how did you do to be sure that it is working?
Okay, to do it, I created the file, the RF file. Let me just show you. I created this file and stored it in the server here. Then after storing the file, I just invoked the script, which is the Python script, this one. Then the Python script is going to take the file and insert the information into the database. Then I use the get all, like fetch all the information from the table, and I was able to see that information there.
Okay. Maybe I don't understood them very well. We are here about FBL. You mean that when someone mark your email as maybe spam, you need to reserve the information, right?
Yes.
How the simulate one will work for the local simulation? Can you tell me how it will work? Because I want to see when you have sent and when someone ever your script have marked the email as spam and then you have reserved the AR file.
Okay, to simulate that, this is a file that I'm going to that I stored in
Okay.
the system.
One question: when you say file, this is like your email?
Yes, this is like an email.
Okay, like if I go on Roundcube or even from Gmail and send you the email, me as end user, I will just see the dashboard, but script they will see that like it is file, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. That is the first step. And what is the next step?
So what I did is that I sent an email from my Gmail first to Roundcube as just a simulator. Then I downloaded that email as a file. It's here.
Okay.
So after downloading the file, I stored it in the system, in the server, because we are doing the manual simulation. Then I now run the script so that the script is going to...
Okay, show me the part of that script. So in your script.
Okay, let me show you.
No, the one that you have run.
Okay. So what happens is that maybe before I run the script, let me give more explanation. When someone sends an email to abuse.com, that script is invoked automatically without my intervention.
Show me that part in your script. I want to see. You have a script. You can open it and show me all those blocks.
Okay. So what happens is that this script, when someone sends an email, it's going to grab that email and get the subject, the from, the to, and the body. And now take that message and insert it into the database. But now, when I simulate manually, I have to invoke the script manually so that it goes to the system and gets the file, this file here, and gets this information like from who sent the email. Let me just try to get that information.
Yes, but by simulation, it means you need to have some place here that you have flagged the email, or maybe you have do something on the email. Where did you flag the email? Where did you mark email maybe as spam or maybe something don't like that? That will trigger the FBL. Because the FBL is not something that will be triggered automatically. The user need to make some action. Like if you go in your Roundcube, normally if you go in this email, normally you should flag this email, something don't like that. Mark it maybe as spam, something like that, to get the feed, to get the trigger of the FBL. So if your script go inside the file that you have downloaded, the script will check for a keyword for something that prove that the user have marked the email as maybe spam, something like that. Because if you just download the email file, you are not doing, that's not the FBL. It means that you should flag the email first, and then you download the file, the email file. And then your script will go inside that email file and check the action that user have done. If that action is spam, if that action is complaint, based on that, your script will send back now the RF to abuse arobas mail dot technology hub dot work. Are you getting me?
Yes.
What you have done, that is not the RF. The RF cannot, it's not possible if user did not make any action like flag, like something. So you can click your email. Maybe when you, if you want to decide that you will send the action, here you can check the flag. Yes, check there. No, go on the, yes, there. Yes, click there. I think they don't have this kind of option here. Roundcube, I don't know if they have the flag to mark as spam or not, because this is handled directly on OVH. So to ask OVH to flag some email as spam, I need to go on the OVH and set up it, and that will be on the behavior of the OVH. So this kind is not a good kind to make this. But what you can do is to use maybe Gmail or even on Yahoo. You send email to Yahoo, and once you receive that email, what you will do, you can mark that maybe as spam, and you download the email file, and you bring that to your RF, because what the RF will do is only to check a part, to check that keyword. We only read the RF is only the script that we go and read the email. I don't know if you can download here or not. No, try to see if it is possible to download the email here. Go up on 3 dot.
Maybe print, I don't know.
No, not print. Print will not give you.
Maybe this.
I don't know if they will put everything here. Go again and check the simulation that ChatGPT will give you. This is the one that we asked ChatGPT to show us yesterday.
Yes. Yes, from user 1 to user.
And I don't understood how you have done this without understanding it, because what you have done, that is not FBL. Because what you are doing is that you are just going and reading the email without taking in account the action of the user. If you remove the action of the user in your email file, it means that this is not the FBL. You are not making the simulation. The simulation is very simple. You need to find a way to go inside the email file that you have downloaded and read user action there. If user have marked as spam, and based on those actions, you can decide to send the RF file or not. Are you getting me?
Yes. A question maybe. So if, for example, there's email. If, for example, I've marked this email as maybe spam, is it going to be populated? That information, is it going to be marked somewhere in the
This is Yahoo. I don't have control on Yahoo. We don't have control on it. But if you want to check with Roundcube, that's what you need to do with Roundcube. If you want to test with Roundcube, that is what you need to do. And as I explained last time, user 1 to user 2, it means that you can even download the Roundcube. Roundcube is a software. You can download it, install it on our own server, and you can define some rule there, because when you will install it, you will define a rule to decide which action user can done. Because I believe that this interface is given to us by OVH, and they have control of the in the source code. So go on tab, you can open a new tab on Google and tap there, download the Roundcube. Yes, you can even tap Wikipedia, tap Roundcube Wikipedia to go on the official website. Okay, tap that first thing. Normally, if you are here, you can go on their website. It's a software. So if you download it, you have something like Yahoo Gmail, all those kind of stuff. And now you can personalize it and make sure that user can be able to mark as spam, to do everything. And once they mark as spam, you have control now to go and read that information. You have their website there, roundcube.net.
Yes.
You can click there to go on the website. Down. You don't need to check a website when you are on Wikipedia.
I don't know.
Go on the left and on that box. Go on the left.
Yeah.
Go on the right. On the right, you have the box. Go down. All software around the world, they will put their website there.
Okay.
So if you want to download the original version, this is where you can download it. And now I believe that you can personalize it and decide if user can mark something as spam, can do this or can do that. And now based on that, you can send email from any user to one email here, maybe to one email that you will create. And also you reserve that email because you are the one who have this code. You will go now and read that and read the file and decide if this will be marked as spam, if you want to send the RFI for the sender or not. Are you getting me now?
Yes. So this, I have to run this in the server and install it on the.
Yes, if you want to test if you want to make a real test of the RF, because you will send email. The goal is to send email. You will have maybe 2 users. Even a user from Gmail, that does not matter. The user send, you receive the email. As a user, you decide if this email is a spam or not. And when you mark it as spam, if you want, you can download the file. If you don't want to make the automation, the trigger part. And in that file, you will try to read, because you are the one who will decide what will trigger the RF, what will trigger the FBL. You can even decide when someone send more than 10 email, you will send an RFI to the sender to notice that sender.
Okay.
So normally, if you download this, it means that you have control on all the code. You have everything. You have control. Because when we go now on Roundcube, go and check on Roundcube. You see here, it seems like we don't have the spam option because OVH, we handle this directly from their server. But when you check Gmail and Yahoo, you see that user have the possibility to mark an email as spam.
Yes,
If you go Yahoo and Gmail, they have that. A user can mark email. Check on that tree dog. You see, mark spam is there.
No, it's only red. Mark as red. Unread, sorry.
No, we should have spam there.
The top there near the delete.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you know?
Yes,
Archie.
you have that. It means that when you mark this, depending on them, they can send an RFI.
Okay.
Maybe there are another software better than Roundcube because maybe Roundcube is very heavy software. Maybe we can see because you see from the OVH on their dashboard, we don't have the possibility to mark something as spam. But I am a bit surprised why OVH they have not put this. Can we check again? I don't know why. Can we check all those options? Can we take this screenshot and ask that to ChatGPT? Ask him how to make email as spam here.
Okay.
You know how to take screenshot?
This one?
Yes. Give that to ChatGPT.
Then there's a way we copied. Was it?
Right click.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Copy and give that to ChatGPT. How to mark email as spam in Roundcube.
Should I just okay.
You can open a new chat. So we leave this chat for technical purpose.
Okay.
How to mark.
Okay.
True. Okay. Okay, continue.
Email as spam in Roundcube. Then.
No, just paste.
Oh, okay. Oh.
You say what?
Use the toolbar. Move it as junk. Move to junk. Click spam or junk icon.
Just like that, because junk is select. So can you go again on Roundcube? So the junk here is okay. Junk is spam. Okay, I was confusing about crash.
So
You need to select the email. Click on the email, not double click.
okay.
Just click on email one time. Yes. Click on that setting part.
Print.
No. Click on the other one.
This one. Red. Or is it flagged? I don't know.
No. Click. Wait. Go on. Yes.
This one?
Yes. Wait. Don't click there. Move to
trash. That's like deleting.
We need to move to junk. Junk is spam.
Oh, this one.
Yes, that is the spam. So you need to click there. Click there. Now you can check to junk. Because crash is, yes, this is where you mark something as spam. Ask again to ChatGPT. That means that junk is a spam file, is spam folder like in Gmail.
Okay. is junk as is junk same as folder in Gmail. Okay. Unwanted email ads phishing. Same purpose.
So to make your FBL now, you don't need to download the Roundcube. You can just put email in junk, check if you have a keyword junk, and then you send an RF.
Okay. I want to ask if I download the email file, is it possible to detect if the email is junk? Okay. Okay. There's a way I downloaded it. It's this junk. I just want to see if ChatGPT is able to find that.
No, not there. Click on junk. Click on junk.
Junk.
Go down. Down again. On the left. Down. On the left.
Okay. This is the left.
Down on the left. Down. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Is there a way to put import there? Export?
Export. There's only import. What does import do? Oh, okay. I need it.
We import. When click again on the mail, click on that email.
Yeah.
Go again and see what ChatGPT say.
Says that it's not junk. And
Tell to ChatGPT that you have put that in a junk file.
mail as junk. And downloaded it.
Scroll down a bit. Okay, it means that you need to install your own Roundcube on our own server. But, okay, because here we don't have control on it. You see here? You see, this is what I was explaining about the abuse report. Okay, normally these are step by step to do it.
So I'll need to have a Roundcube linked to them. Then I'll need to use this, because now if it's you've seen that we cannot rely on the file, we rely on the folder.
Not only it, you cannot rely only in the file. You can take some information.
Mhm.
You need first to set up the EMP. I think it's the mail server. You already set up it. What you need to do is to set up your own Roundcube. Are you getting me?
Yes, yes, sir.
Because here the Roundcube that you have used is using the SMTP server from OVH. I think that
Okay.
the SMTP is I don't know, SSL 01.ovh.net, something like that. It means that we don't have access to the EMP. You can ask to ChatGPT what is different between EMP and mail server. I think the EMP is for incoming. You have the other one. You can just tap the IMAP, sorry, the IMAP versus mail server.
Okay. IMAP versus
IMAP is for incoming. You have
there is IMAP. I don't know. There's POP3
yes, you have also POP3.
mail server. Should I also include also POP3?
Oh, yes, you can put POP3.
Right. Okay.
Can you scroll down?
Okay. IMAP.
Can you scroll up a bit? Again, scroll up again. Again, scroll up again. I want to see. Yes. Okay. Okay. Ask ChatGPT how to set up the IMAP. Scroll down. Scroll down. Okay. Scroll down a bit. Okay. Okay. Scroll up a bit. Scroll up. Scroll up. Scroll up. Scroll up. Scroll up. Okay. What's implemented? Tell him that, but dev code don't have the UI interface.
And sorry. But I've got to have UI interface. So we also need a web client on top of that.
You also have Snap email.
Active, fast and simple.
So if you want to test it, we need to do all this stuff. Can you scroll up a bit?
Up
Well,
or down?
okay. Because if you don't install the UI, making our simulation will not be more practical. Because for simulation, you need to connect to the backend, to the IMAP, and mark as email as spam or junk, something like that. Now, scroll down. Exam setup. Tell to ChatGPT that the goal of this is to test if our FBL is working fine.
is FBL. Working correctly.
What a bit. Okay. Scroll down now a bit. Wait. Your goal. A test email received by user login to Roundcube and click mark to join. This move the email to the junk YAML folder. Your FBL script detect it and generate RF report. You send the RF report to the original sender API's contact. Simple.
Yes, sir. Makes a lot of sense.
Try to scroll down now. Require for testing. Make sure your YAML folder are working. Use devcode with the directory. Ensure Roundcube see the junk folder. Devcode should suppose /dev flag. Configure key to show the junk button. Okay, we have this PHP. Scroll down. Create or verify junk folder exists. Okay. Set up Python script to scan the junk folder IMAP. Okay. Scroll down. Okay. Simulate for each .yaml you collect wrap in an array format. Okay. Then send it using Postfix or Sendmail. Okay, I think this is very clear now.
Yes, sir.
Send an email from you arrobas. You can even send from Gmail. Gmail to, you see this step. You send from Gmail to you now. You log into you mark as junk. You run the check junk for the script. It collect email and build the RF report. Script send an RF to abuse sender domain.
Okay.
Okay. This is when someone sends to us, right?
Yes, when someone sends to us.
But when we send to Yahoo or those, we don't have control. That's not an FBL. Because when we send, let's say if we take our domain, let's say Ivan arrobas technologyhub.org, and then I send to Gmail. That is not FBL. Gmail will decide to send something to us or not.
Yeah.
When we say about FBL, it means something that we control. You have control on it.
Okay, sir.
Because, but this is for incoming, as I was explaining yesterday. This is for incoming email, right?
Yeah, this is for incoming. Or unless if we are also sending from our own from our own user to a different user within the system, then
In that case, we don't have the control. If it is outgoing email, you are sending for our domain to another domain. It means that we don't have control. But
yes.
we can still set up. The only way to set up the FBL in that case is to sign up to their postmaster. and also we sign up to their Postmaster. We will give them our contact email, right?
Yes.
That is the only logically way how we can handle it. I am not see any way how we can do that. It is only to create a contact email, let's say abuse@technologyhub.org, and then we sign up to Postmaster, like Yahoo Postmaster or Gmail Postmaster. And then when someone from our domain, let's say ivan@technologyhub.org, send email to, let's say maybe godric@gmail.com. If godric@gmail.com mark the email as spam, depending on Google, they can decide to send us an RF report or not.
Yes, yes, sir.
I think go again in what we checked yesterday, because ChatGPT was saying, because yesterday we focusing on, can you scroll up?
We were focusing on the file, I think, local simulation of the files.
Because I want to see, yes, simulation. Let's try. Why in this simulation ChatGPT did not put? Can we scroll down a bit? Wait. Because in this case there is no flag. Is there a place in this script where there is a flag, spam or something like that? I don't know. Or ChatGPT was just simulating the RFI.
I think it was just simulating the RFI because let me check if there's spam.
It is not only spam that can be. Because in this, we see that ChatGPT is. Can we scroll up? Have you read this script?
This one?
Because this he is creating the RFI, and one we can see here is
Yeah.
reality RFI abuse test to simulate. Scroll down a bit. Because I don't know why ChatGPT gave this yesterday by creating only the RFI. Can we scroll up? Scroll up. Scroll up. Scroll up. Where is the beginning? Scroll up into the beginning.
I think the beginning is okay. Should be configured abuse.
No, it's not here.
Not
It's
here.
what you have done. Wait. No, not here. Scroll down. Here. Scroll a bit here. How do I test the FBL? Okay. Okay, scroll down a bit. Okay. Quick manual test. Simulate a complaint. Use the command to send fake email to abuse address, which we get piped into FBL script. So sending this email. This is only to send to abuse. Can you check that email again? Check that email. Can you go on the yes. This is only to send email to abuse. It's
Yes,
doing
yes.
nothing there. Then check the log created by your FBL.
Yeah.
Okay, in this we only check the log. Okay. Scroll down a bit. If you see what it say, if you see the log entry and save ML file, your FBL pipeline. It's a pipeline, the pipeline. This does not mean that the FBL is working well. Just the pipeline. You see, just the pipeline. Now it say realistic abuse report format. True. Test to simulate the real ESP feedback loop message. Send a structure RF email. Scroll down a bit. What? Create an RF test. So here, if we just create an RF email, because RFI is an email, because you will send that to the sender. It is an email that you will send to the sender. Are you getting me?
Yes.
That's why the extension here is .eml, because an RFI is himself an email, because it is email that we will send to abuse arobas, let's say technology.com, or maybe abuse arobas gmail.com. It means that the RF report itself is an email. That's why ChatGPT is putting here simulate an RF. So the first thing that he have done is to test the pipeline by just sending an email to abuse@technology.org. And the second thing that is doing is to create an RFI that can be sent to the ISP. So let's scroll down. Okay, normally there is nothing, is this fine. If you scroll up a bit, what is the message? Okay, scroll down. The message is this is an email abuse report. Yes, this is an email abuse report, right?
Yes.
That's all the content. Scroll down. Then send it from the server with send mail abuse. This is only to send. Change the log again. Just have nothing. So this RFI, he have tested the pipeline by using the abuse, and then he have generate the report. But the report, he's sending it to, yes, he send out, then he sent, and then he verified to inside the log to see if the email is there. Okay. Because he's sending to the same email.
Yes.
Okay. In the first stage, he just sent without a report file. In the second step, he sent with the report file. I think that is how he have done it. If you scroll up again, scroll up, you see that in this case, he is just sending something, a message, without the RFI. You see here, he's sending to abuse email without the report file, right?
Yes.
Scroll down, and in the second case, you generate the RFI where you see this is spam email. Scroll down, and then he will send it now with the RFI, and then you go and check. Scroll down, so he's doing nothing. Scroll down, extract, make test easy. Wait, optional script quick testing. Scroll down, and then this is the same. Okay, wait, note, I don't need an external email provider because your pipeline, your piping locally. This does not test if your domain send RF report. It will receive them. Okay. Because in this case, you are just receiving with the email abuse. Yeah, ESP like Gmail, Yahoo, and Microsoft for FBL, but only large volume sender with IP in good standing. Those require a different setup in PJ feedback sign up. Okay. Scroll down. Okay, scroll down again. Scroll down. Okay. We can ask you why you did not increase the user flag in your simulation report on yesterday.
Okay,
Yes.
you did not include.
No, why you did not increase the user flag or user?
Why did you not? Okay, not include user flag in the report, right?
Yes.
Just like that.
Yes. Yesterday. Okay. Can you scroll? Tell him that it means that what he have done yesterday was wrong. Because I don't know how you test.
Today was wrong.
Okay. Anyway, you will continue on the other part one.
This one, right?
Yes. But anyway, we get now the incoming and the outgoing. For the incoming, this is the step by step. For the outgoing email, the email that you are sending to other people, we need to go there and subscribe there and give them our own abuse email so that they will be aware of that.
Okay.
And to test for those Yahoo or those things, as we see yesterday, we need to go and you need to go there and mark an email as spam.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Do you have anything to share more?
No, sir.
Okay.
Presenting.
Oh, yes. So I'll share my screen. So yesterday, after the meet, I continued on the configuration of the server. So I figured it out, and this was the email I sent yesterday. So the certificates are there, the date came, and the DMARC. And after this, I worked on the training, and then I worked on the upsell. So I sent emails. I sent messages to those other interns, and that's what I did yesterday. And today, so I started working on the backup, on testing the backup, and I could save. So this was the saved this server backup. This is the folder. Inside it, I could save the OpenDayKeem, so the configuration and the key table, sign table, and trusted hosts, the postfix, so the main and the master, the DNS, and so those are the records on Cloudflare and the host name and hosts. And then
Yes, continue.
And then I started working on the rollback. I wrote the playbook for the rollback, but I had an error. And so the error is about the postfix. So for the rollback, what I did is I just like, I don't know how to say that, like upload those configurations. I just saved. But the problem is that when I cleaned the server, so that means the postfix and all of those were also erased. And here I only did I only restored the files, what was inside the files. So it didn't see the postfix anymore. So when it restarted, it failed. So that is my error. So I will fix that. I think for your rollback, I should also reinstall the postfix, reinstall all the things I erased. And yeah, that's all. That's all from my side. So that's what I will be working on. I will continue on that.
Okay. You are spending so yesterday the problem was, what was the problem yesterday?
Yesterday I finished. I was doing the configuration automation, and when we had the meet, my problem was that I couldn't send email. So even if I sent, I didn't receive it. So I fixed that, and
And
also
what was the solution? What was, you were not able to send email yesterday? First, what
that
was
was
the problem and how did you fix it?
That was actually in the configuration of Postfix.
Yes, which configuration exactly?
I don't remember.
It, it was not working and then we fix it. You don't know
Yes.
what was blocking, what was wrong?
No, I knew it, but I forgot. What did I? I think what the configurations I changed was in the DNS and
You change what? You change what?
on the record, because there was like when it added the record on the Cloudflare, I saw that the content wasn't very right. So it was on the way I added the value.
The value of what?
The value, the contents in here, the content. Here we don't have. So the content. Let's say for the text. The content here.
The format is not well. Yes, but the content of which record? All the record, or there was a specific record that the content was not good?
Let me
Yes.
just remind you, Karin, when you send me a message that you are hitting 6.9 on the mail tester, and you say that the DKIM was okay, but DMARC and the A record was not okay. That's why you are getting 6.9. So I think when you fixed the DMARC and the A record, that is when, because I know sometimes you may send an email to Gmail. If those things are not there, it will not land. But if you send it to the mail tester, it will just go through. You can as well even hit 2 point in the mail tester, but if you try to send it to Gmail, it will not go through. So when you fixed the A record, which points to the IP address for the maybe subdomain or the domain, and you also fix the DMARC, then later you say that you got 9.9. I think that is when you fixed the DNS records. Then you are able to send to Gmail. Unless there's something else you changed.
No, actually, what was my problem was on the record.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the problem was the format, right?
The DNS, yeah.
Yes, the format on the content of the record of the type A.
Yes.
The type A is the IP4.
Yeah, type A is IP4.
Yes.
In the content, what do you put inside the content? Only the IP address, or is there a value? What else?
The IP address, only the IP address and
Only the IP address and the value. So the value is supposed to be for the root and for the subdomain. So for the root, you just pass at. You can even see this instruction down there that if you're passing the root domain, so you don't add anything but just that at.
Okay. And how did you do to make this content be wrong? You put something instead of at? Karin?
Oh, okay. So I add mail. So that was also something I was to ask the Patrick. So I add mail, but only that. And I had like on mail tester something that said I should add also at for here. So for the A type.
Okay.
And when I look, yeah.
So you were adding mail instead of at?
Yes.
Okay, that was the error.
I think you're supposed to add all of them, 2 records for the domain, for the root, and for the subdomain. The subdomain is the mail.
Okay.
This is not the first time. There's another. I think sometimes back, I also told you that when you're doing the automation, make sure the automation is adding both the root domain and the subdomain. But we are dealing with a lot of things. You may have forgotten.
Yes.
Because I also had the same issue. I added only the subdomain and forgot the root domain. So when I sent, the mail tester was complaining like your root domain is not allowed to use this email server. So I had to indicate the 2 cases, pointing the IP to the subdomain and also point the IP to the main domain or the root domain.
Is that clear for you, Karin?
Yes, it's clear. Where I was like a bit confused is when I watched the records you were adding. I only saw one type A, and when I did the configuration, I was like, I had to have two type A, one for this and one for the subdomain. So that was what I was coming to ask you, but now it's clear. Now it's clear.
Okay.
Okay. So yesterday you have the content issue about the name. You was making mistake about the name. I will change it. And it's okay now. And after that,
Yes.
you continue with what?
So after that, I was continuing on the training. So it was yesterday that I shared the recordings.
Okay.
And then I continued on the upset. I sent the messages on Slack.
Okay. And after that, you do what?
After that, I closed.
Okay. And this morning, you work on what?
This morning, I worked on the backup.
Okay.
Yeah, on the backup. Uh, so it's this one, this one. So this will get the configurations. And I could, so I have this server backup. So this is a folder where all of the configurations will be like saved. So I have the postfix folder here, open the team. I have the cloud clear DNS records with name and hosts. And after that, I started on the rollback. So I started writing this playbook and I tested it, but I had an issue here. So what I will do next is fixing this.
Okay. Okay. You know that you still have the FBL part to work on. If you
Yes,
have lucky, maybe Godik will finish it so that you will have a call with Godik so that you will show you how what he have done about the FBL so
yes,
that
sir.
move fast. That will help us to move fast. Okay. Do you have another thing to share?
No, that's all for the moment.
Okay. But I can see that you are spending a lot of time on the rollback and the backup. Try to work fast on it. The backup that you are doing now, that we are doing now is not really accurate. It is only to help us to know how the backup and the rollback work. It's only to help us to handle that. But it's not something really accurate.
All right.
Because if you want to have a good backup and a good rollback, we need to standardize everything. How we name the file.
Yes.
We need to standardize the path of some useful software on the server, like the path for log, the path where we will install this kind of software, and so on and so on. And we also need to standardize some user. Let's say when you are deploying, and one thing about that, we will create a project on GitHub where we will be using the same Ansible playbook. It means that when you want to work on the automation part, you need to clone the existing playbook and you will only manipulate it. And when you want to execute it, you will execute it from GitHub. By doing so, we'll be having the same playbook, you see. But what we are doing now is not really very accurate. Is that clear for you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Because at this stage again, you are still on learning path. But when we maybe next week, maybe in 2 weeks, we need to have a single project, one project on GitHub about Ansible. And then we'll be using the same playbook. So you will update, you will make change on your playbook or your local machine, and you will make a git push that will push now and go to GitHub. And from GitHub now, you need to create a pull down request, and then you need to commit, and then that will execute your playbook from the owner. And from the owner now, that will go and connect to server and make all the update. By doing like that, we will have a good playbook where everyone will come there and put his own knowledge. Like Karin, if you work on the rollback part, Gotik don't need to work on the same thing. What he can do is that when he will clone, he will see that Karin have worked on the rollback. Maybe Gotik will just read to see if he will understand. And then he will work or maybe on the automation or the FBL. By doing this, we will be moving very fast. You see what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This is exactly like when you are working on a code on GitHub. Like the front learning that we have on GitHub on today, we have the front end and the back end. When Godi want to work on the back end, let's say on the front end, on the review part, Franco or anyone else don't need to work on the same thing. Maybe Franco will be working on the dashboard.
Yes.
Yes. By doing so, at the same time, when Godi is working on review, Franco is working on the dashboard. At the end, you just push everything, you just commit everything on GitHub, and then you deploy it. Ansible will be the same. But now, because you are still on the learning step, on the learning stage, that's why we are doing the same thing. Okay. Do you have another thing else to share?
Not from my side for now, sir.
Okay. Any question? Any suggestion? Any idea?
No, not for.
Okay. 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 And you, Karin, nothing to add?
Not for now. I don't
Okay.
have.
Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a nice day. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.